Hello, Marky Dragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life, and welcome to another Q&A for Neosland. Today we are revealing the house building client, the tool. It is something that's really more of an in-house development tool, but we're for the first time going to be able to see a little bit about how this voxel system will work and how it can be used within the game. So, hello, Jacques. Are you here somewhere? Let's see here. He is. His camera is turned off. Oh, there he is. There he is. So, welcome.
There we go.
Yes. And so, now explain to us what we are about to see here. This is a client that people are going to be able to test through the web. And try house building, right?
Yeah, so what we decided to do is when you're in the game and you're going to run around, you'll be able to create blueprints of certain, say, house designs and stuff like that. So what you'll be doing is you'll be going to this little area, like this tool. You'll be using this tool to build your blueprints, like your houses, lay them out. You won't cost any material when you're doing it, actually laying it out in this tool. And you can save the blueprints later on, as a blueprint, and then you can take it in the game, back into the game, and you can sell it, or you can just place it down, and it saves you a bit of time to physically stand in the game and build the stuff, as well as if, say, somebody comes and damages your house or something like that, you have the blueprint of it, you can just rebuild it again with no problems.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hire them NPCs.
Yeah, exactly.
Build my wall again. Okay. So, okay, sounds good. And so I'll go ahead and bring it up here on the stream. And so this is, for all of you, this is the character creation. And let me just say that the graphics are some of the last things to be put in. And so when you look at this and you say, well, I could have better graphics or whatever, well, of course. And that will be coming. And this is, Jacques, I know you termed it as an alpha, but I'd really say that this is more of an in-house development, build.
Yeah, it's pre-alpha, basically.
Yeah.
It's before the alpha, right? So basically the character, we got a few bugs on it and still, but everything's still be changing, like the graphics and stuff. So just to make sure everybody knows that, right? It's just a basic start so people can start using it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay, so, and I think maybe I've encountered my first bug. Lovely. Yeah. So, let's see here. Let me try and go back. This really is not meant for public yet. Okay, let me kill it and log in again. So, let's see here.
Now, do you have to have this out of the way in order to use the house building thing?
Sorry, say again.
Do you have to have the character generated in order to build in order to do the house? Gotcha.
Yeah, because you're basically logging right into the server, right? This is not a standalone client. You're actually logging into the server and everything like that, just like you would in the game.
So it's all saved on the server side then.
Yeah, the building system hasn't been saved yet. We are busy working on the saving process. We want to do that even a little bit later once we get to a stage where we actually have a lot more materials in place. So at the moment you'll be able to build the stuff, but you won't be able to save it right away. I think in the next 2 weeks or so we'll have saving in. But you can at least see how it works, and how to play stuff and start forming some ideas of what you want.
Gotcha.
Okay, so I got my nearly naked lady here. She has no clothes. But she's cute. I built her that way because I was able to choose everything. Yeah, okay.
This falls into the category of not seeing a problem.
Okay, so this is the blank canvas. This is tabula rasa in Latin. Blank slate, and so this is this represents. Jacques, do you know how many squares of land this represents?
We made it a little bit bigger. I think this will be in between the castle and the tier just below it.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't make an exact size. We'll be increasing it a little bit more over time. We just wanted to to see how get some of the bugs sorted out and stuff like that to make sure everything works fine.
What happens if I walk off the edge?
You'll just respawn again.
Oh, okay. I won't do that then. Okay, so now, and this is all really, okay, so I'm just learning here. So I click on the little pickaxe, is that right? And then...
yeah, if you want to dig, it depends what you want to do. So firstly, on the right-hand side, you'll see you have your materials, right?
Okay.
So I think a pickaxe should work. Just click on it. I'm not totally sure if it works without material selection. Yeah, you can select material, then select your pickaxe.
Okay. I selected well, actually, I'm starting to build now. Look at this. I got a pillar, folks. Oops. I ran the wrong way. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I don't know how to control myself. Nor my mouth, apparently. So, okay. I was trying to strafe. It wasn't working. So, yeah, I just...
You like strafing. I will definitely make sure to put strafing in for you.
Yes, I do like strafing, and so now some of the character animations, of course, are not done
You'll
yet.
see at the bottom there's a little camera, C for camera.
Yes.
If you click on that, it'll take you to camera mode. If you use the scroller, you can move forward and backwards, and then you just move your mouse to what direction you want to go. So that takes the camera off the character, and so it allows you to build wherever you want, get better angles and stuff like that.
Let's see here. Wow, I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I'm trying it.
So if you get a nice wall to go straight, a few things we're going to be adding in very soon is a grid system, so at least you can see you can turn it on and off if you want to have a grid. So get a nice wall. Usually if you click on the center of the block on the top of it, it'll keep building center to it.
It'll keep building center to it? What do you...
Like it build it straight up. If you click on the center of the top of the block.
Center. Oh. Yeah, until you can't see it anymore.
Yeah. That's why you change the camera.
Yeah. Okay, so I gotta if I'm gonna build my wall here, I'm going to have to figure out how to get up there. Maybe that's the best, because I got to keep the orcs out. I understand that there are hostiles that are going to want to take my stuff.
So one thing you'll see also, you have a plus and a minus on the top left. So it changes the brush sizes. If you go down to 2, you should be able to build a step. And then if you go down one more, you can build just underneath the step. And it'll give you a little ramp.
Oh, so I can... Oh, look at that. Ooh, I can do highly detailed stuff.
Also, what you can do is if you click on the corner of a block, and then you keep clicking on each corner as you go up, it starts building like a ramp. I just found that out yesterday.
So you click on the corner?
Yeah, the top left or right corner of the block, for instance, right?
Okay.
Then it'll start building in an angle.
Let's see here.
I'm going to have so much fun with this.
I know.
It's a lot of fun. I end up playing for hours just playing around with it.
Okay, well, I'm starting to... It's a little bit clunky, but this is all going to be refined, and you're going to get feedback from the community and stuff. Now, I have my breaking, Okay, so there we go. So I used the pickaxe. I clicked on the pickaxe, and now it looks like a nice couch there. Too bad my character can't sit yet, but what the heck. Love seat, yes. Okay, there's different types of stuff here too. Oh, I'm still on the axe. Okay, let's see here. Okay, wood.
Yeah, we just put a few in there. The bottom one is like a wooden floor. That one other one just above it is like a nice little patterned set of blocks, and then you have a piece of wood. You can put wood down. What's nice about it is if you put, for instance, a block of wood down, you can actually start carving certain shapes and stuff out of it. and then you can end up making like I was playing yesterday with it, and I created like a dragon face on it.
Oh, yeah, look at this. Look at these spikes that I've made. Oh, this is cool. So this is just an example of some of the detail that we're going to be able to do with this.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, this is very early stage, pre-alpha. It's not even, can't even say that yet. So when it's done, it'll be really, really interesting stuff you can make of it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The more detailed, the better. Most definitely, the more detailed, the better.
Yeah.
Probably should get a bigger brush size here. Okay, so what this is really showing us, though, is that while people may be able to use this development tool for for figuring out designs, building blueprints and stuff, what we're when you're in the game and building stuff, though, it's going to work a little bit different, right?
So far, we haven't finalized exactly how it's going to work, but we are aiming at the same type of system. Only thing is, when you put in a game, you will be say you put a block down, you're going to need the resources to put a block down, for instance, right? Where in a blueprint tool, you don't need any resources. Of course, we want to make it quick, and also it's going to have a time limit to it. Like it will be not an instant build like this is.
Mm-hmm.
So this tool is basically if you want to quickly lay out your house and how you want to build it, and then you go into the game, place down your blueprint, and then you just build it from there, right? Or you hire NPCs to build it, because then it's a time limit and a material thing.
Mm-hmm.
You can make really, really nice dungeons with this.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at here. Oh yeah, look at that. It's kind of cool. Oh, I must be at the bottom, at least in this test environment.
Yeah, we just made it a little bit smaller, so we don't want to make it massive.
I was going to see if I could fall through the floor.
No, there's no... Only way that you would be able to fall through the floor is if you build right underneath your character, which we aren't allowing, so we tried to take away that bug.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So just what I'm seeing here so far looks like it just has so much...
potential.
Potential, yes. And so... Oh, look at that. How I'm just micro-managing the blocks here.
I think once people...
So
yeah,
what,
definitely undo.
Undo button. I messed up my world. I dug a hole, so I have a little corner of the block left to try and build something on.
Well, you can build more blocks up, right?
Yeah, if you restart, the world resets at the moment, right? So it's not. But we definitely need an undo and like a resetting of the world as well. Like I've buggered up a nice little castle I built yesterday, and it looked so nice. And then one little misclick, I buggered everything up, and I was very unhappy.
Now, if, for instance, I'm building a dungeon, and I got my NPCs going, and they're down there digging out the dungeon, does that acquire me materials for building the castle above? If it's the same materials.
For the dungeons, like I say, this tool is totally different from why it's going to be in the world itself, right?
Yeah.
So in the world itself, you'll have materials that you're going to need to do, right? So if you're building whatever you place down on the top or on the bottom, right, you'll be needing to do that. I think we haven't set yet how we're going to do it. If we wanted to have NPCs building your dungeon or digging stuff, or you physically doing it. So we still have to see how we're going to get past that situation, how we want to do that.
Well, for massive structures, you kind of have to have.
Yeah.
NPCs.
Well, mostly for massive structures, you won't be doing it. You'll be doing it in this tool, right? Laying it out and everything. And then just putting down the blueprint. And for that, yeah, the NPCs will go ahead and be building it all from there.
Whoa. The brick size is massive. I am master of the bricks.
Is there currently existing blueprints for, say, wall sections and such, or is it just the voxel system?
It's just the voxel system. So what we wanted to do is, as players start working on stuff like this, you get some people that will be building certain designs of walls and stuff like that, and then we will have a way that you can incorporate that as well into this, so it will automatically build it for you.
yeah, sort of looking like a wall system, a wall segment or window segment or a sort of
Yeah.
door
Yeah. No.
feature.
Oh, yeah. No. So that. Yeah. I see what you're saying now. So for certain things, like say for instance doors, or certain things that's animated and so on, you can't use a voxel system for animations. So those things will be objects that you'll be placing, just like you would place down a chair or something like that. So there's two sides to when you're building stuff, right? So if you put down, there will be blueprints for those things, and then there will be physical objects actually that you can move around inside you and place down and decorate your building, for instance.
Right. Yeah, because when I looked at your video, you sort of the whole part of the blueprint system, you sort of selected different types of walls, and this
Yeah.
system here looks completely different from that.
Yeah, we upgraded it a little bit, right? Because we wanted to bring something more creative so people can create. Like that one there, people couldn't create their own unique type of walls. You only have, you couldn't create a blueprint of something very unique that you made yourself.
Yeah.
You have either had to have a 3D modeling program, or something like that outside the game. Like for this voxel system, you can actually create stuff inside the game itself with the voxels, and it gives everybody the opportunity to do it.
So in this way, I know you're sort of saying you can sort of make blueprints. Does that mean you can make the full building sort of 4 floors up? You can build the dungeon and design the dungeon how you want it, and then literally produce a blueprint for the whole of that, including the house and the dungeon, everything in one go.
Yep, exactly. You can do everything in one go. Place it down on your land, and then there you go. Then you just need the resources and people to help you build, or NPCs, and then it gets built itself.
How long is it going to take for my NPCs to build my castle?
It depends how big it is. If you have a one-room castle, maybe quick.
Yeah, that's going to be fun actually watching them build and everything. Yeah. Sorry, Fez. I didn't mean. I did mean to interrupt you, but I'm sorry.
So I'm playing around with this right now, and something that's I'm a Minecraft player and this and that, where everything is kind of pre-designated, I guess you can say, of how they're going to place. I would like to get somewhat of like a preview of how the block is going to be placed, so I can see if I'm placing it crooked, I'm going to misclick. So maybe have like a transparent version of what I'm trying to place there, so I can see what it's going to look like.
Well, at the moment, I think our biggest problem is at the moment when you're placing, it works on your mouse click, not on the block that it shows you so much. So it doesn't give you a good example. We will be fixing that eventually, right? Very soon, I think in the next couple of weeks as well, so that you can place like you say, and also have a snapping system, so it snaps to certain angles and certain sides. Because that's the biggest problem, right? If you're building at the moment, with it's like basically a free fall building. We'll have both of them, because when you're doing sculpting of, say, certain stuff, you need that free-form system to be able to sculpt stuff.
No, exactly. But for I'm trying to build a straight wall, and I misclicked, and it came out crooked, and then I tried to mine it away, and I was like, "Oh my god, what am I doing?"
That's one of the, because it's new, that's one of the few things we still be fixing very soon.
I mean, there's an idea where you can put in vector lines.
They definitely have a grid system in place, right? So you can see where each grid is and when you line stuff up, because alignment is not easy. At the moment, if you want to build a straight wall, you have to make sure that you click in the center of the block.
Now, when is this officially live?
Yeah, so let's talk about when, who gets. Right now, we've got just a couple select people that are showing this off that have access. What are the stages of this, Jacques?
So in the next couple of days, what we'll be doing is we'll be starting to send out emails to people on the Kickstarter that's backed on the Kickstarter and so on, and we'll slowly start integrating people and allowing them access. We don't want to do a big rush of everybody coming in at once, because this is server-based. It's not a client, just a single client. So we have to make sure that the infrastructure, everything works nicely. But as the next couple of days goes by, you'll definitely be seeing some emails coming out very quickly. So there'll be two versions to this. At the moment, we will have a version where it's you can play this on a web browser to make it easy for downloading and stuff like that, so you don't have to have any problems of downloading anything. So, and then we'll send out links for that. You just have to make sure that you're registered on our website so we can make sure we can send you information about it. So it will slowly start going live. I would say in the next couple of hours, we'll start sending out our first batch of emails to invite people to it.
I think Evil is chomping at the bit. Evil, if you get the client before you leave for work, are you going to skip work today?
I'm not going to get the client today because it's not ready for prime time.
Oh, what?
Okay. This has been my no. This has been my experience with 7 Days to Die. It is playable. However, there are a lot of things that I think I should be able to do that I can't do, and I know they're coming, and I don't think it's ready. Looking at this, the way it's set up, I think
you want to wait until it's
I think you should wait at least a week. Now that we've seen your progress, I think you should wait a week and try to work out specifically the bugs with this and get it ready for at least a reasonable amount of usage so that it's a workable product. And then once you have that nice strong base, start adding stuff in as you go and getting feedback and fixing the problems, because from what I'm seeing here, it's not ready to be released. And I'm not saying this is a criticism. I'm saying this is don't rush something, because this first experience that all these players are going to have with this is going to color their vision of the game. And I don't want this pre-alpha release version to be their image of the game, because it's an excellent tool in the sense that it has so many possibilities, but I want it to be easily usable and savable, and when people are in there.
Evil, you want this to be successful.
Yes, very much so.
I think that's what you're saying.
Sounds more like you want the tool to be done before we release it, basically.
Well, no.
It's up to you as a player, right? If you wanted to choose to go into it or not, right?
I want a firm basis for the start of this. It doesn't have to be done, but what I'm looking at is not something that I would allow the public to use yet. If I were doing this is not something I would. I mean, it would be nice to show the public, hey, we've made a bunch of progress, but here's where we're going from here. This is also very colored by my experience with Infestation. So.
Oh, you can't compare anything to WoW or to Infestation. WoW's the best game ever, and Infestation is the worst game ever. You got to remove those two in order to have a good basis.
But
That's not true. You forgot about big rigs.
Oh, sorry. Yes,
Big rigs?
that one.
What
I
the
stubbed
hell?
my toe on it and forgot about it.
But the point is, they released way too early.
Yeah.
And this is a tool that's going to be the basis for a lot of players. And it is very important that you have at least the minimal amount of, all the stuff they're talking about with the, being able to place blocks precisely. It's okay if it has a bug or two, but if you can't, see what you're placing and all this, it's just not ready.
Thanks, Evil. I agree with you, and at the same time, we have to keep the outflow going while we've got the Kickstarter. And once the Kickstarter's over, it changes everything. The game is still going on no matter what happens.
Yeah.
And that's the pressure. So let me just take a moment here. We're going to end this episode, and then we'll come back. We're going to do a drawing, and for those of you who are watching live, and you can get your very own poop scoop or baby dragon, whatever you want. And then we'll do another episode here. I think we got a lot more Q&A to do about the client. We'll take a look at it a little bit more and see what other stuff there is to see about it. So hang tight, everybody. We'll be right back.